Selamat datang kembali di NC. Kali ini kita kedatangan bintang tamu yang istimewa dari Ghana.
Hai.
Sebelumnya perkenalin dulu nih, aku Farah.
Aku Rani. Dan kita di sini sebagai
Host di podcast CNC. Dan Syo akan jadi interpreter kita.
Hai. Bisa minta tolong nggak dia kenalin diri dia dulu?
As they said, can you introduce yourself to them?
Okay, hello.
Hai.
My name is Mariama Abdullah. That's my full name. Mariama is my name, and then Abdullah is my surname. I think it's different with Indonesia. Yeah, my surname is my father's name, and yeah, but you can just call me Mimi. Yeah, for sure. Everybody calls me Mimi. It's easy to remember and it's simple for me. And I'm from Ghana, and I live currently in Prokoto as a student in Onsud, Universitas Jenderal Sudirman. I'm in my third year, and I'm studying animal science. It's my program study, and yeah, I think that is basically something brief about myself. Maybe as time goes on, you'd ask me anything that you'd want to know, and I would gladly share if it's within my capacity. Yeah.
Oke, so namanya dia itu Mimi Abdullah. Mimi itu nama depannya dan Abdullah itu nama kayak marga gitu. Nah biasanya di Indo itu kan beda ya marganya. Jadi marganya dia tuh pakai nama bapaknya. Terus dia ini dari Fakultas Kehewanan, Fakultas Peternakan, sama dia dari Ghana juga. Terus katanya kalau misalnya kalian mau nanya sesuatu bisa langsung tanyain aja ke dia.
Kami pengen tahu banget nih pengalaman Mimi waktu pertama kali datang ke Indonesia, khususnya di Purwokerto. Apakah sesuai dari bayangan sebelumnya?
Okay, she asked you, what's your experience for the first time to come to Purwokerto, and is it like your imagine or something?
Okay, so yeah. Well, as a first time, like anytime you arrive in a new country, specifically like a foreign country for the first time, definitely like you would have different kinds of feelings because it's a place where you've never visited. So obviously you would have mixed feeling because for me personally, I was just anticipating where I'm coming, will I be accepted? Will the place be comfortable for me? Like, will the people be welcoming to accept me to be part of them? So those were the things that I was just randomly thinking about. But other than that, I did my own little background checks on the internet. Now it's very easy to have access to information thanks to internet. So I just did my little background checks. So I got to realize that the weather is same with my country. Indonesia is a tropical region, same with African countries. Majority of African countries are in the tropics, so the weather, I think I wouldn't have any problem with it. And then I also checked the couple. The food is totally different, but for me, I personally adapt to my new environment gradually. So for the first time, those were the little bit of doubt I had, which is whether the people would accept me like or not. But interestingly, when I came, I had a very long journey, so it was tiring. From Africa to Indonesia was very tiring for me. So the first day I just slept. When I arrived, I slept, and the next day I had class. So I didn't know what to expect, so I just prepared myself and stepped out from my course. And then I saw everybody was smiling at me, like people were just staring, and then some were smiling. Then I smiled back. So that was when I got to realize that, oh wow, I'm in a place that I'll be accepted. So that was when I felt relaxed, comfortable, because everybody gave me beautiful smile, and it continued from there. And alhamdulillah, I've had beautiful experience so far, even though I don't speak the language. Sadly. Yeah.
Oke, jadi dia bilang untuk pertama kalinya dari Afrika ke Indo itu kan lumayan jauh ya. Nah, terus katanya dia tuh juga sempet ngeraguin gimana sih tempat dia tuh bisa diterima, gimana tuh orang-orang tuh bisa menerima dia. Terus juga apa namanya, keadaan di Indonesia cuacanya sama di Afrika tuh nggak jauh beda, karena kan Indonesia kan negara tropis ya. Terus habis itu makanannya juga, habis itu orang-orang di sini tuh sering senyum ke dia, pokoknya dia sering nemu orang yang ramah lah ke dia ini.
Waktu awal-awal tinggal di sini tuh ada culture shock gitu nggak sih, sampai mikir kayak loh kok gini ya gitu.
She said, when first time you come here, is there culture shock that you experience? Like,
Okay, so so far with my 2.5 stay here, well, maybe perhaps because of my nature, I haven't yet experienced anything that is shocking with regards to culture yet. Maybe I'm yet to experience that, and it's all because of my nature. I easily adapt, and anytime, this is not my first time leaving home. Actually, I've left home before, so anytime I leave home, I just prepare my mindset that actually I'm going to stay there longer. I just prepare my mindset that this is a place I'm going to stay for, like maybe this number of duration, maybe 2 years, 3 years. So I just have to make the place like my home, and I wire my mindset, so I don't really experience cultural shock based on how I rewire my thinking. So I easily adapt. Once I'm accepted, I try to interact with the people, be like them. I can't necessarily like be them, but try to be like them and then live like them. So these are some of the coping mechanisms for me, but cultural shock, I can't pinpoint the exact thing. Just that the food is different, which to me it's normal. Because once it's not your country, you're not expecting to get something that is in your country. It's a different country, so it's not shocking for me. It's something that it's a must. The language too is different, so it's not shocking for me. So for me, I take challenges to be like opportunities. I don't even see them as challenges. I just see them as a way to learn, a way to also build my capacity, and yeah, I'm trying as each day passes. Yeah.
Jadi sebenarnya aku tuh nggak mengalami pengalaman yang bikin shock atau gimana gitu. Sebenarnya ini kan pertama kalinya buat ninggalin rumah yang di Afrika sana kan. Jadi mungkin di sini dia udah sekitar 2 sampai 3 tahun. Terus juga mencoba buat beradaptasi sama menerima mereka dan melihat mereka juga nerima aku gitu. Terus aku juga pengen kayak hidup kayak mereka juga, sama belajar buat kapasitas membangun kapasitas. Ya, terus yang aku temuin itu kan makanannya berbeda ya, cuma kan itu normal gitu, jadi nggak yang terlalu ngagetin gimana.
I hope I answered, yeah? Because I don't really have any cultural shock.
Aku harap aku menjawab pertanyaan.
So let me ask you, would you also like to travel abroad one day? If you get the opportunity, would you love to?
Kamu juga
And
mau
how
nggak?
have you prepared yourself for that?
Kamu juga mau nggak buat pergi ke negara tetangga?
Mas pingin sih ya, siapa sih yang nggak pingin keluar negeri gitu kan. Kalau buat persiapan ya pasti bahasanya ya kan, bahasa Inggrisnya pasti ditingkatin lagi, terus cari mungkin relasi atau teman dari sana.
She said sexually wants to study abroad, but it's really need many preparation like English, and then how to adapt to others to other
Culture.
Aku juga pengen banget belajar di luar negeri, apalagi kayak di negara-negara kayak Jepang, Cina gitu. Tapi mungkin tantangan terbesar itu ketika nggak diizinin orang tua sih.
So she said sexually wants to study abroad, especially in Japan or China. But the difficult things is the permission of her parents.
Oh.
Ya, jadi itu guys, sharing sama teman kita.
Mahasiswa internasional dari Ghana.
Thank you Mimi.
My pleasure. Anytime, yeah. The pleasure is always mine.
Ya. Dah.
Bye.